The Olympus E-M1 Original was the first true professional-grade mirrorless micro four thirds camera. It is robustly built, it features powerful image stabilization, it has fast and reliable autofocus, and it delivers really good image quality. Well, the E-M1 Original was launched 13 years ago. How does this camera perform today? This is what we want to talk about in this video. Let's do this! I have really good history with this Olympus E-M1 Original. After all, this was the camera that convinced me to switch to mirrorless fully. Obviously, before that, I was still using my DSLR system. I've been shooting with this E-M1 intensely for many years, mainly from 2014 all the way to 2018. It was my main camera. I've done hundreds of jobs, shooting weddings, events, one shoot after another. And the camera just delivered fantastic results. It never failed me. Of course, when the E-M1 Mark II came in 2017, I upgraded to the E-M1 Mark II in 2018, and that was still my main camera today. I thought it would be fun to revisit this old E-M1 Original from 2013. I had a shoot for Kuala Lumpur Performing Arts Center. I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to bring this camera and see how it performs shooting a mini concert. Before we talk further what I like about this E-M1 Original, let's take a look at some photographs first. There are many things that I really like about this Olympus E-M1 Original. Obviously, it performed really well shooting the mini concert at Kuala Lumpur Performing Arts Center. Number one, I love the size of this camera. I think the E-M1 has the perfect mirrorless camera size for a professional-grade camera. It is not too large, it's just perfect. I feel that the newer cameras from both Olympus and Panasonic Micro Four Thirds system, say the E-M1 Mark II, OM-1, even the Panasonic G9, G9 Mark II, GH7, all these cameras have become too large, too heavy, and when I hold this E-M1, I really miss how compact it is. It's just so much more fun and easier to handle a smaller camera. Number two, handling. Well, this camera, the E-M1, is really small. Olympus didn't compromise when it comes to handling. There's still a large, beefy, substantial hand gripping area. It really helps for comfortable gripping. I can use this camera for professional shooting, long duration of time, holding this camera, no problem whatsoever. And the camera, while it's very small and it's lighter than most newer flagship mirrorless cameras, it still balances well with some larger lenses. I still feel that the camera just works really well. It is so comfortable to use. In terms of ergonomics and handling, this E-M1 should be the blueprint and an example for any other newer flagship cameras. Number three, fast and reliable autofocus. This camera, although it's more than 10 years old, I find that the autofocus is still really good. I acknowledge that there are newer and better cameras in terms of autofocus performance, but this E-M1 still manages to get the job done. There was a lot of movement on stage. The dancers were constantly moving, the performers were running around, and all this movement, this E-M1 has no issue grabbing the shots. It nails the critical moments flawlessly. Number four, powerful 5-axis image stabilization. Well, this is technically the first generation 5-axis image stabilization from Olympus. It was the first EM1 after all. The image stabilization still works really well. It is nowhere as powerful as newer cameras from OM system like what you can find in OM1, OM1 Mark II, or anything in Panasonic's latest cameras like G9 Mark II or GH7. But this 5-axis image stabilization here in this EM1 original, do not underestimate what it can do. You can get away with sharp images even if you slow down your shutter speeds, and it just boosts your confidence in nailing the shots. Number 5, electronic viewfinder. Yes, there's nothing to brag about this old viewfinder in the EM1. The resolution isn't that great, the refresh rate isn't the fastest, but there is something worth talking about here. When shooting in really dim lighting condition, where there's plenty of shadows, in really dark situations, the electronic viewfinder in this EM1 original, it does not stutter. Try any cameras from this generation, or even some of the newer cameras today, electronic viewfinder in really dark situations, you will see that there's some lagginess, it stutters, it's not smooth, it jitters, whereas here in the EM1, while it's really dark, in very dim situation, electronic viewfinder is so pleasant to use. Everything is perfectly smooth, everything is bright and crispy. I really appreciate the experience shooting through this old electronic viewfinder in the EM1. Number 6, I really appreciate the robust build quality of this EM1. The body is made of magnesium alloy body. The construction is really solid. When you pick up the camera, you know that the camera is very well constructed. It just inspires confidence, and it just wants you to pick it up and shoot more. And finally, last but not least, number 7, image quality. Now, I understand that this is subjective. What is good for me in terms of image quality may not be the same for you. It doesn't really matter. I'm using this EM1 for myself. If it was good more than 10 years ago, it delivered all these jobs that I've done previously to my clients, all these beautiful, fantastic images coming out from this EM1. I believe today the EM1 can still produce excellent results. 16 megapixels may not be a lot, but for event photography where you don't need a lot of resolution, it still delivers great results. Images come out with lively, vibrant colors. Everything looks so pleasing. Dynamic range is more than sufficient if you don't use incredibly high ISO numbers. And overall image quality in terms of sharpness, details, contrast, there's nothing much to complain about. I'm very happy with what I get from this EM1. There are several lessons that I've learned shooting with this old Olympus EM1 original for the mini concert at the Kuala Lumpur Performing Arts Centre. Number 1, knowing your camera is important. The only reason I managed to get all these shots I've shown here in this video was because I've been using this EM1 for more than 10 years. I know the camera inside out. I know its strengths, its weaknesses. I've done so many jobs with this camera over the years. Weddings, events, shoot after shoot. I know how to maximize its potential. And it's very sad to see that a lot of people, when they come to a new camera system or when they just bought a camera, after a while they don't like it and they immediately give up so easily and move on and switch systems. And it's kind of sad because it takes time to really know a camera. It takes time to maximize the potential of the camera and see what you can do with the camera. You don't even give yourself that chance. Number 2, camera sufficiency. Instead of chasing the latest and greatest gear and hoping that the new camera and better lens will improve your photography, you should realize that your camera and whatever gear that you have, they are already more than good enough. Instead of improving your gear or upgrading your cameras and lenses, you should work on yourself, improve your skills, learn how to see better, improve your composition, your command of lighting, your efficiency in handling the camera. There are so many ways to improve your photography without upgrading gear. It's so easy to blame that the camera is not good enough, but here I was using the EM1 original from 2013 shooting a mini concert in 2026 and I still got the shots that I thought were really good. That's all I have to share about my experience shooting with this Olympus EM1 original and why I think it's still so awesome today. I hope you found my sharing beneficial, and if you've enjoyed looking at my photographs, please consider buying me a cup of coffee, or you can contribute directly to my PayPal. Links in the description below on how you can do that. Any support goes a long way, will definitely help me to continue making more content and share as much as I can here with you guys. Until the next one, please go out and take more photographs. Bye-bye.